back into
blipped.
It's probably Thomas Jefferson's
I'm
wife.
early.
So apparently people...
Just somebody jerking off in the back. He's like, oh, God, I'm coming early.
God wants America to be free.
so he was probably streaking through there as well, and just ran in and ran out, and then people were
God,
looking
I'm
around
so
like,
free.
huh?
We gotta fucking sign this paper. This shit's gonna happen all the time.
You gotta control these people.
So that's kind of cool to think about a time traveler, convincing our founding fathers to sign the Declaration of Independence. That's kind of cool.
Sign the fucking thing.
So I want to kind of talk more about the George Washington's teeth. So by the end of it, he only had one tooth, one of his real remaining tooth. I don't know. It was a front tooth.
Teeth?
Fucking snaggle.
So toothbrushes were typically made of animal bone or silver, and the bristles were often made out of hog bristles or horse and badge hair.
I still don't know why.
That's
they
the
don't call
kind of
them
like
teeth
brush I
brushes.
use to. I use a
teeth
floor
brush.
brush on my beard.
It sounds weird.
I gotta get me a teeth brush.
No, that's what they use. What they use on their teeth, we use on our beards.
Right?
Yeah, well, it would be a teeth. It would be a tooth. It would be a teeth brush. A toothbrush, literally a toothbrush for
It's
George.
for one. Oh.
One.
Are we doing the West Virginia joke?
No, this is a George joke. He had one too.
Mama.
Take me home. Toothpaste was made of crushed seashells or charcoal and usually was unscented, which led to awful breath and terrible gum health.
Now we still use charcoal today.
Kiss me, baby, kiss me.
Wait, tell me more about seashells.
Well, I don't know.
By the seashore.
Like Demolition Man.
Like
They just crunched up the seashells, and it was an abrasive
Wait, Demolition
mixture.
Man.
So you were actually removing enamel.
no wonder guys
Yeah, they're
needed wooden
seashells,
teeth.
They want toilet paper.
So the wooden teeth thing was a myth.
Oh.
So when someone had a tooth infection, they would just call the local blacksmith to pull it for them because they had a lot of tools.
Okay.
Pull out your tools.
Pulling tools. And then the big myth about Washington was that he had dentures of wood. And that was not true. Wood tooth myth was likely born by misconception. Washington often enjoyed port wine, and that would stain and crack his ivory teeth. So,
Dude, ivory teeth.
Rich.
yeah. So
Nice.
So he kept his teeth, and he collected them because he thought they could be reused again in his dentures. He intended on saving them to be used as implants in his new dentures. His first set of dentures made by an artist used both elephant and human teeth on the lower row, while the upper row was constructed of cow's teeth. Thomas, pull up that photo of his dentures that they famously named the Vernon dentures. So you can see a heavy spring in the back, which helped open the dentures.
Jesus Christ.
Large teeth on the top, normal small teeth on the bottom.
And he wore this while president?
Yes. And so
Ain't nobody went his shit with that in their mouth now.
Could you imagine that fucking like some fucking Saw shit? Just rips his fucking face open.
Like he's like kissing babies, like
Just
Blood
bites
pours
their
out.
nose off.
But like as he does it, it's like shaky cam. He's like,
So guess what this part? Guess what the darker part is?
Glue.
It's lead.
nice.
That's not good.
Yeah. So this tasted terrible.
Oh yeah.
And it was super painful.
wait, he wore this all the time.
He wore it all the time because it was a weakness. He thought. Let me get my cans back on. He thought he actually saw it as a sign of weakness, especially to the younger part of
Yeah,
America.
that definitely portrays power.
Teeth, clean teeth. So
Well, it's probably a big flex because he's like, oh, you're out here losing your teeth?
I've got
Look at these.
elephants.
It's like,
look how big they are.
I got elephants and hippos in my mouth.
cow teeth.
look
hey.
at my fucking teeth.
So
marble mouth. He probably talk like,
Oh yeah, it's like put your.
I like this.
If I watch the first I go.
So he never really would give inaugural speeches, right? So you gave one for your first inauguration, and then he got elected again, so he had to give a second inauguration. So his second inauguration is the shortest speech in presidential history because it was so painful to speak and wear his dentures, and he would never be caught dead without wearing his dentures in public. So that was that was kind of cool. Now another thing I'm going to talk about is Benjamin Franklin. Now this dude liked to fuck. This guy loved to party. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't think it, but yes, this is all stuff that's kind of been buried over time. So
There's a reason why he's on them $100 bills, yo.
yeah.
Dollar bills, yeah.
So there's a rumor that he could have been involved in a sex club, and that's because he had many friends that were involved in the sex club. Mm-hmm. He frequented the red light district, and he preferred older women as lovers. He tried to sleep with his friend's mistress. He went to London in 1724 with his friend. The two soon had a falling out, and Franklin made a sexual advance on his mistress. And then, furious, Ralph ended the friendship and refused to pay Franklin 27 pounds he owed him. So anyways, he may have tried to seduce a mother and a daughter.
Furious Ralph. That was the great-great-grandfather to Wreck-It Ralph.
And then I have another talking point, but it's going to go
I'm so furious.
with Alex's stuff. So we're going to push over to Alex now, and I'm going to let him talk, and I might interject. So
about Benjamin Franklin, what do you think when you first hear that name? What do you think of?
Inventions.
Inventions, lovers, sexual escapades.
Yeah, wealth.
Wealth.
He was
Not good enough to be president.
Invent lightning. Yeah,
He didn't invent lightning.
Start helping establish this country the way it is.
Well, didn't he fly the kite with the key on it? And was like, well, this didn't.
Yeah, he invented lightning.
he flew the kite.
He introduced lightning to the world because of that
Yeah,
kite.
he found he
lightning
harnessed
was around
electricity.
before.
He
Oh,
murdered
okay.
some people. We had libraries open.
Did he have Tesla murdered?
Yep.
Murdered some people.
That's later.
Oh,
that was
okay.
Edison.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that was
Tesla
the Edison.
okay.
Yeah, that's Edison.
You're
Oh,
talking
so he
about
invented,
1920s.
okay, so he invented electricity and then
He discovered electricity, how to
okay.
harness it.
he discovered lightning.
He had murdered about 6 people. He had a library he opened up, and he
Wait,
did other
what?
things.
Murdered 6 people?
You're
he did-
talking about the AC/DC conflict between Edison and Tesla. So
Okay, my
we'll
bad.
get to that.
Yeah, you didn't know?
Oh, wrong one.
That's Aerosmith.
AC/DC.
Back in the saddle again.
Is that Aerosmith?
Yes.
Well, what am I saying then?
You're
that's the one
You're singing Back in the Saddle again.
It's the same song.
That's Aerosmith.
Back in black.
That's a different song.
Well, what am I? Well, then what?
Wait. So
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Anyways.
We got 8 fucking minutes.
Oh, we can keep going. It's fine.
We got.
anyway, yeah. So apparently, in 1998, one household of Benjamin Franklin in London survived till now. So they were remodeling the house, and they uncovered 1,200 pieces of human bones underneath his
That's
property.
a lot of bones.
Yeah,
That's it.
and they carbon dated it back to when it would have been in the exact time that he would be living in the house.
So he killed people, or
So some of the bones, belonging to 6 children and 4 adults, displayed clear signs of having undergone dissection, with cuts, saw marks, and drill holes in the skulls.
yo, you think those were live bodies when he did that?
I'm sure.
I don't know.
Tell me if this hurts. Because
But
they
there's-
didn't have power tools or nothing. He's just over there with a little hand crank.
Well, they said he had a roommate that was a scientist.
Yeah.
So it could be a thing where he was doing some science projects on cadavers.
Yeah, but you definitely noticed that your roommate's like drilling into bodies.
Well, he was letting him, house him.
Well, this is mildly
It's
interesting.
like back in that time period, it was kind of like an odd thing to test on stuff. So it was kind of like a safe haven. He was like, you can come here and do it here.
Benji, come on down here to the basement real quick. I need your help dissecting this cadaver.
William Hewson was the young
Whitney
friend
Houston.
and protege. And he was going to anatomy school. And that anatomy school was run by Benjamin Franklin.
Extra credit.
So he was. They think that he could have been illegally allowing
His
things
star
to be
pupil.
happening in his basement, which is still controversial, right? Like,
Yeah.
No.
these are dead bodies that you're allowing to come into your basement, and also you're disposing of the bones.
You're
in
too
your
lazy
basement.
to get
This
rid
is
of.
still heavily Christian time, so there's like desecrating the
What
body.
year was this?
1790.
Yeah, you're too lazy to get rid of the body. Come on.
No, that'd be before 79. It's like 17.
Maybe it's like some satanic ritual. because-
17,
Well, back then you just
70s.
throw a body out in a
70s.
ditch.
How much was he worth?
10 billion.
Why did he have a roommate?
He was helping this. It was his protege.
It was like a help.
He let the guy come to his
You
house.
think he's going to fucking wipe his ass? No, he's going to have a white guy wipe his ass.
That's how much money he had.
He had white
He had
people
white
wipe.
slaves.
He had white ass wipers.
But he was too lazy to get rid of the bones.
He put him in the house.
I don't know if he knew about it.
Just throw it in the river.
They may this guy may have had free roam of the basement, and Benjamin may have been like totally off limits, like just totally checked out.
And you think they would just like throw the bodies to the pigs or something? You
Like
know?
Frankenstein.
They weren't worried about hiding them. Benjamin was powerful.
Yeah. Or it's just one of those. He's like, I've got 3 more dead bodies. What was that? Here, I got you a lady tonight. Oh, okay, cool.
Got 3 more bodies. 3 more ladies.
3 more ladies.
I'm pretty sure Benjamin was fully aware of what was going on.
I mean, he probably wasn't stupid.
He probably enjoyed the thought of having bodies in his basement, being buried down there. Probably felt powerful. It probably felt
He
a
probably was fucking someone in his bed, killed a lady by accident, and he's like, William! And he comes hunchbacking up the fucking steps like, hey!
Yes, master!
Hey, Benjamin, I'll take it from here.
Yes, master!
So he
He
takes.
just grabs it by the
And
ankle.
lightning's just flashing in the
That's what I
background.
was going to say.
He just grabs the body by the ankle, and the head's just going down the basement. It's just like,
Ba-doom.
He lays. He's got the dead. No, he's got the dead body out in the field with kites tied to it.
You see this fucking dead body just yeah.
I can be God.
with his Frankenstein, he just like forklifts
Yeah.
the table into the air with kites all around it.
5 more kites for the body. We need more.
Ultimate power!
We need more lifting power. 2 more kites on the body.
More keys!
He just stuffs keys in the body.
Fuck up!
I think that's what proto Frankenstein right there.
I'm just gonna sew this key in their forearm and hope we get struck by lightning.
You just put 2 keys in their neck.
2 keys in the neck, flying kites off them keys. Going,
They just reel them in and they're like,
The wind
nothing
carries-
happened.
It's like,
put the person up like a scarecrow in the field.
they're being fucking picked up by their head, just like,
Let's just say,
Benjamin Franklin. I come back to fuck.
The one that gets away goes 2 towns over and flies in like, what is this beast? Must be a megalonyx.
It's just a body just ragdoll flying through over houses,
Van Helsing is just sipping scotch. He's like, I'm out.
knocking down
I'm out.
chimney sweepers as he goes.
Can't wait to go home to my children in the morning. Pop his head out.
Have you guys seen the new Penny Dreadful movie on Netflix? Because it reminds me of
No,
this.
I don't watch
Whoa.
garbage movies.
But I love
it's a TV show. It's good.
Penny Dreadful show was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the show is on. Yeah.
Is that the show?
Yes. Yeah.
That was way
Awesome.
way too much. A dead body flying in on 5 kites.
I think that's how sci-fi was
Then
created.
it goes back to Benjamin Franklin. He's like, well, do it again tomorrow.
Can't
Win
win
some, you lose some. You literally lose some.
I'm going across the ocean tomorrow. See ya, William.
I'm going down to the red light district. Make sure this is cleaned up by the time I get back.
Okay, master.
Sanctuary.
I'll go back to my dwelling.
Say it makes sense for it to be a scarecrow. They'd be like, because they read the Bible, right? So they'd be trying to pose him like Jesus, reanimating him,
Oh, true.
Fucking, then he gets turned to like some stigmata stuff or something. Anyway,
and that's where ghosts were born.
yep. Thanks, Benjamin Franklin.
He invented Beto.
Master Beto.
I lost libido.
I lost my libido to Master Beto. So we're going to rank some early doctrines of the United States of America.
Yeah.
Let's sound excited. Ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do this. Let's start off with, and this is a S through E. S
Yep.
through F.
Tier list.
S is the best, then A,
F.
B, C, D, E, F is the worst.
Are you going to be like background in these, so we're not just guessing?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's do the Royal Proclamation of 1763. The King of England and Parliament laid down a law under the Royal Proclamation forbidding colonists to cross over the Appalachian Mountains or settle the land to their west.
Wait,
So you had to stay in your 13 colonies. You
didn't
gotta go
like another country own all that?
France did.
Yeah, so it's just being kind.
Yeah.
That's border patrol.
Yeah, that's just basic.
Border control, sorry.
Yeah.
So
that
what?
sounds like a C tier to me. It
That's
keeps
like
everybody-
basic ice.
Are we
maneuvering.
ranking these based on like how good they sound? Or?
Yeah.
Give